Hey everyone! First of all, a very happy new year to all. Today, present with me is a super awesome health, weight loss, and lifestyle coach. A woman of immense willpower, the co founder of the Life Experts, and my very own sister, Simran Naran. Hey Simran, how are you doing today?
All good. Thank you for this opportunity, Daman. What a learning curve this has been for me personally for the last few years, having made a switch from the 9 to 8 job and be my own master today.
Yeah, I can completely understand that. It's a whole different ball game, right? It's been a tough decision, and I think it requires so much of courage. Being an entrepreneur is never easy. I've been through it and I know the drill pretty well. But it's said, all's well that ends well. I think we both did our best with life. And today, with life kind of coming full circle for both of us, nothing gives me greater pleasure than to welcome you on board the Life Experts.
Thank you so much. You've been doing a phenomenal job as a relationship coach, and successfully you are supporting those who are separated or divorced. And now you have expanded into strengthening the skill levels of those identified with ADHD too.
Yeah, well, I won't take the credit of supporting ADHD cases without giving you the credit as well. You've been supporting me pretty well in this area. And for those listening in, Simran and me work together, complementing each other's work, especially with ADHD cases.
Yeah. So on that note, today let's talk about this important topic. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I would say, Simran, let's break it down. Let's break down this topic into a series of three videos. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. This is a developmental disorder.
I also understand, actually, Simran, that the symptoms of ADHD often persist in childhood and then roll on into a person's teenage years and sometimes into adulthood as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes parents and teachers do notice signs of ADHD when their child is really very young.
Yeah.
So it's normal for little children to be distracted or then restless or rather impulsive. But that doesn't always mean that the child has ADHD. As they grow, the child, they could learn different skills.
Yeah, but for some kids also, it doesn't get any better. And when, I've noticed things like lack of focus or impulsiveness, or let's say forgetfulness, mood swings, anxiety and depression, or, defiant behaviors. When these sort of things continue and they kind of cause problems at school, at home, with friends, then I would suggest that it's best to get it checked out.
Yes, and let me share with you what I've found something very interesting in a study from the Mayo Clinic, especially with young girls with childhood ADHD, was that they were at a twofold risk of becoming obese compared with girls without this condition.
And Simran, the other thing is what's of really concern is that many teachers and parents still do not understand the condition or even recognize it for that matter, and the many ways in which it affects young people at home and school. Many parents I've heard, who conclude saying that, oh, my child just kind of lacks focus, or my child cannot sit still, or he or she is way spending way too much time, screen time, or cannot multitask, or is just constantly daydreaming. I hear this all too often, but I'd say there's a great deal more to it. Sadly, student achievement in school suffers because the condition is misunderstood, either at
Totally,
home or in at school, you know
absolutely, yes. And like people with ADHD, actually they can super focus when
yeah.
they're interested. Like if they're interested in playing some video games or, a particular instrument or a sport that they love. Or it could
Yeah.
be just, like reading the best book they love.
And they can, let me tell you, they can switch off completely if they are not even interested in the task at hand. So, Simran, what do you think could be the possible causes of ADHD?
So ADHD is a neurological disorder,
Yeah.
that it impacts that part of the brain that helps us to focus and execute tasks. And research has shown that the condition could be caused like either by prematurity or significant head injury.
Yeah.
But I also understand that genetics plays an important role here. And like parents may think, it's caused by bad parenting, or like the person is having excessive sugar, then is addicted to many video games. That might not be right.
Absolutely. And I've seen a predominant, lack of focus. There's poor time management. They fidget a lot. They speak very rapidly or excessively. They have difficulty prioritizing tasks. And a big thing that I've noticed with my clients is a lowered self esteem. So these are things that one needs to watch out for. You know?
Yes, lower self-esteem is like on the top. I would
Yes.
also like to add something for parents here. Although the symptoms of ADHD can be very frustrating, and it's important to remember that the child or your teen you feel is ignoring you or annoying you at times, and you are embarrassed by it, but the child is not acting willfully. These
Yeah.
folks also want to get organized, and they also want to do everything that the parents are telling them, but somehow they do not know, they just don't know how to make things happen.
Yeah, and if you really keep in mind that having ADHD is just as frustrating, for your child, it will be a lot easier to respond in positive ways, in more supportive ways. Excuse me, with love and care, with patience, with compassion, with plenty of support. ADHD can truly be managed well.
Of course, yes. So in our program, in our coaching program, Daman and me, we complement each other for ADHD coaching. So while Daman meets the client to support them and figure out where they are on their journey and where the next step is for them, she supports them like very hands-on to show them, like what's getting on the way for them, and then accessing their strengths, and she empowers them with the right skills and lovingly helps them grow towards those goals of theirs.
And Simran, here is something that I would like to add on, which is very important. I'd like to definitely mention that we are not psychologists or psychiatrists or therapists or mentors. So, whilst medication may be required in some cases, and I strongly advise parents and adults to seek therapy as part of the treatment plan, our job as coaches is to empower the clients with certain structures and skills, with planning and time management, with goal setting, with enhanced motivation, so that they can, better cope and manage the condition. Now, there's another very important thing that we do as well, which is parental coaching. That is a very important aspect of our coaching that we do, especially with ADHD cases. And Simran, of course, supports me beautifully with her expertise and focus around health and lifestyle. Where workouts are concerned or managing sleep disorders are concerned, because it is noticed that once there is an improvement in overall health, in improved sleep patterns, in certain skills, it ultimately ends up impacting the self-esteem of the individual to a very large extent.
Yes, you pointed out some real important issues here, Daman. Well, we are going to switch off here today, but you will see us soon with another video on the same topic, wherein we both are going to discuss on how we as coaches are going to work with ADHD clients. So the interventions we successfully use with them.
Yeah. Thanks, Simran. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't take that mask off yet.